Investing can be something that has lots of ups and downs. And the ups are great. You're jubilant, you're excited, you love everything about the times when your statements and your dollars look good. But then when things aren't as great, we often get very nervous and we get panicked. And market volatility is really something that we know is going to happen. We understand the whys behind it. Most people even know that they're okay with it. But the reality is when it happens, nobody's really okay with it. Nobody really likes that. I like to look at investing like a long-term marriage. And I've used this analogy before. But the reality is, in a long-term relationship or marriage, if every day is perfect, it's probably not too deep. It's probably not that great. The reality is, in most long-term relationships, there's ups and downs. In this career, I have the pleasure of working with lots of people who have been married for 50, 60 plus years. And when you ask them, they'll say, oh, gosh, yes, there were hard years. There were hard, months. There were hard years. There were definitely hard days. But when they quantify it, they're like, oh, well, yeah, there were hard years, but it all worked out because we were willing to work through it, because we had a plan. We knew what we wanted to accomplish together. And when you're looking at investing the same way, if you look at investing with the way the hype is and the media frenzy of negativity, you can go up and down really quick. You can pay attention to the news articles and the headlines, and believe me, they'll be spun however they need to spin them, so you'll pay attention to them. But there's a sports psychiatrist I follow, Dr. Kevin Elko, who's a really, really good communicator, speaker, and he always says, worry is praying for what you don't want. I love that saying because what he's really saying in that is you're visualizing the result you don't want. So the minute you find your brain going in a place where, oh my gosh, I'll never be able to retire. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to me. Oh my gosh, the world is looking like it's going to be negative. You're probably exaggerating a bit. And you're probably visualizing the very result you don't want. And by doing that, you're creating a situation where you're likely to react versus respond. A reaction can be very dangerous. It can put us in a position we'd rather not be in. When we're reacting, we can't have the response we'd like. A pause, just the pause for that moment, allows us to think and then respond versus just react. Whether you're parenting, whether you're investing, whether you're responding to a situation at work, all of those are better to respond to versus react, because our react is often based on fight or flight, and that can be very dangerous when investing. So, as we approach a world of more volatility, and it's not all roses and beautiful sunshine every day, that's the way it's supposed to be. That in a good long-term relationship, whether it's in a relationship with your spouse or investing in general, there should be some turbulence at times. You grow through the depths of that turbulence. When you have a little bit of a challenge, you grow deeper in the relationship. You become a better investor through ups and downs, not just ups. You're not very prepared for the real world if you're only prepared for ups. So hopefully this helps you feel a little bit better about what's going on. And just remember and think of investing like a long-term relationship. You have to do certain things to grow in the relationship. And a couple of volatile days, a couple of volatile years, whatever it may be, it's all going to be okay with a good long-term vision and a good long-term plan. I'm Scott Danner with Freedom Street Partners, and thanks for taking the time to listen to me today. Have a great day, and don't forget to follow us on YouTube and watch some of our other videos on LinkedIn and Facebook.